Hey guys, I'm gonna be running you through how to actually run TikTok ads and actually link it to your website. And if you're using Shopify, I'm gonna show you exactly how to use it with Shopify and other websites. We're gonna jump in right now on how to actually set up TikTok ads. And I have a little diagram right here actually showing the whole process of how we're gonna set it up, just so you know how we're gonna do it. And then we can eventually move forward, start taking all the steps that we need to take to actually start running ads. So step number one, you're gonna really search for TikTok Business Manager right here, TikTok Business Manager. We're gonna wanna click on this link, and this link's gonna bring us to TikTok for Business. Now we're gonna hit either sign in or start now. If you already have an account, just sign in, super easy. And if you don't have an account, start now. Now, TikTok actually does something that's really cool, is you could actually sign in with, or sign up, excuse me, with your actual TikTok account. Now, this is super useful if you all wanna keep the passwords to your TikTok account, you don't wanna have multiple accounts, then make it super easy for that. And it will automatically link your TikTok account. If you're an agency or you're someone that's gonna be doing advertising for multiple people, I'd recommend just making your own account with your email and password. I'm gonna go ahead and sign up with my account so I can get in there and show you guys the next steps moving forward. Okay, so once you sign in, it should just directly lead you to your account or starting a new account. As I already have accounts on my business manager, I get brought to the business center and ads manager. I'm just going to click on one of our business center accounts that we work with for now, and that will lead us directly to Business Manager. Now, I'm gonna be inside of TikTok Business Center, and you might be like, how do I switch in between, 2 accounts or 3 accounts I have inside of Business Center? Now, you go in the top right and you'd see your Business Center, and I'm gonna obviously blur all the IDs, but you can see that I have my account right here, and then the 2 Business Center accounts that I have right there as well. Now, we're gonna go back to our diagram here, and now we're gonna see that we already created our TikTok business account. So now it's time that we link a website, which in our case is going to be Shopify. I'm going to run you through how to link other sites as well, but I'm going to run through how to link Shopify first. So we're going to go to our dummy Shopify account and show you that now. Okay, so we're in Shopify here, and I just clicked on sales channels right here in the bottom left, and then it brought me to sales channels up top up here. And where you see TikTok right here, we're just going to click on TikTok, and this will now bring up the TikTok plugin, and we're now going to install this into Shopify, and it's completely free. And we're just going to click add sales channel right here, and that will now add it into our Shopify. Great, so this may seem a little confusing at first. We have grow your business on TikTok and start selling on TikTok. 2 different things, super easy though. We're gonna go through it right now. Grow your business on TikTok is just to start marketing on TikTok, and then start selling on TikTok is just the TikTok shop. So we're gonna do grow your business on TikTok. Since we're only focused on running ads on TikTok today, we're not actually setting up TikTok shop. I will link that video somewhere else or down below if I have it out already. So we're gonna click TikTok marketing, grow your business on TikTok. We're gonna hit set up now, and that will say connect TikTok for business, and that will be your actual business manager account. So if you have a business manager account, we're gonna connect that. So connect. As you can see here, I have 2 accounts that have not been connected to Shopify. One that I manage, and we've already connected to a Shopify account. I have Social Boost Media right here, which is the name of my company, and I don't actually use Shopify. This is just a dummy store. I'm gonna click on my account right here and connect that. Now this is where we get brought to data sharing. So data sharing, you either have standard, enhanced, or maximum. What would I choose if I was setting up my own store? I would give it maximum, just because you really want TikTok to convert. And if you're giving it all the data you can, then it will convert the best for you. Now, if you really just give the standard, you're not giving it back all the information it needs to really press the right target audience that you need to actually sell on TikTok and boost your sales. So I just leave it at maximum, give it the most right here. So if we go back to the diagram, I actually showed you that if you have a Shopify account, you can set up your pixel on Shopify. So that's what we're gonna do right here. It says TikTok for Shopify 1709. We're gonna click that, or 1703. I'm gonna blur out that number anyway, even though I'm not gonna use it. And if you don't have one, you just go right here to the right where it says create pixel, and it will create another pixel for you. So now I actually have 2 pixels. I'm just gonna use the one though. Click confirm. Now the company information is already all set up. If you have any issues with that, that should be on you. Hopefully you know your own company information. So we're gonna hit finish setup right here. Now we're ready to start creating a campaign on TikTok. But first, I'm gonna go to some of the other website users that are not using Shopify and run you through the entire process of how to connect to your website to TikTok and actually create a pixel as well. So now for the people that don't actually use Shopify, we're gonna be back here in Business Center, and we're gonna go to under Business Center, we're gonna go to assets, then advertiser accounts, and then we're gonna click add advertiser account. Now here, it will just set up advertiser account for you. It's pretty simple. You just click on it, create new, next, and then enter account name and an account time zone, verify it, you're all good. It's a pretty easy setup from right there. We're gonna jump actually into Ads Manager right here and show you how to actually set up the pixel. For Shopify users, go a little bit ahead and we'll jump into the first campaign. But if you're not using Shopify, I'll show you exactly how to set it up right now. So we're in TikTok Ads Manager now, and as you can see, I'm on Social Boost Media. Up on the top, we have campaign, tools, and analytics. We're gonna go to tools, and then we're gonna go to events. Now, inside events, we're gonna be able to set up an actual web event. So we're gonna hit manage on web events, and then we're gonna go into creating a pixel. As you can see here, I already have 2 pixels for Shopify, but we're gonna create a new one and plug it into our store. We're gonna hit click setup web events, and we're gonna do a manual setup with our pixel. Next, we're gonna name the pixel, we're gonna name it Social Boost Media, click next. Now this is where you can actually set up your funnel. If you're doing an e-commerce, use one of their templates for e-commerce. If you're doing a offer sign up, pre-order submission, recruitment, you know, there's leads in there. This is pretty self-explanatory. You can just drag in payment info and, conversion, add payment info would be like a consideration. Add a cart would be a consideration. Click button would be awareness or whatever it may be. We're gonna actually just skip that for now and just use a template since this is just a dummy store, but we're gonna do commerce right now. We're gonna hit next and we're gonna go to add parameters. So we're gonna make sure that we have our custom code and events API. Now, I really like doing event builder better than events API just because it's a little more difficult, and if you have a website that's pretty straightforward, it's a little easier to set up. So we're gonna do event builder and custom code. So we just click next on add parameters. We're gonna go to custom code right here. We're gonna click view instructions. That's gonna bring us to a separate tab where we can now copy our pixel code. So we're gonna copy the pixel code and we're gonna add it to the header of our website. So if you have Webflow, WordPress, any other website, you're just gonna go to your website's settings, or in my case, I'm using Webflow, so I'm gonna go to Webflow. As you can see here, I go to the Social Boost Media website, which is getting redone, so it looks pretty bad right now, but we're gonna go to site settings, and we're gonna go to custom code on the bottom left right here. Now, where it says head code, I have nothing in here right now, so we're gonna Command V and put all of this code actually into our website. So in my case, I'm using Webflow. You should know exactly where your website's custom code section is. I'm just using Webflow. If you're using Webflow, congrats. I just showed you how to do it. We would just click save from there and then publish our website. And we're gonna go back to this page where it says custom code and event builder. So now we're gonna go into create events. Now, this is actually pretty straightforward if you have the code already installed, which we do. So we're now gonna go into continue. This is where we now install the Pixel helper. It's just a Google Chrome extension. So we're gonna go into here and download and add to Chrome. Once you've added it to your Chrome, it says add URL to begin setup. So we're gonna take our website URL, enter that in, and it will pop up with our website kind of in a mobile version. It may say your Pixel code has not been installed properly on this page, but it has been because I actually just installed it and I see it with the Pixel code helper. We're gonna hit skip verification. As you can see here, we have a bunch of buttons and text on the website. So we're gonna go into event type, and this is where you can now choose between each thing. So we're now going to do view content on events because they're gonna start seeing this actual form once they click on this button. So we're gonna see right here, you have navigation and element section. We're gonna click on the element section and click on this button and says add this as an element, yes, boom. Right there, or actually, sorry, add web elements, click this button. This is an element, yes, and it'll add it right there. So that is very good that we're now seeing that pop up, and you can actually configure value and currency. We're not gonna do that right now. Just click got it, and we're gonna do that for the next 3 buttons. This is where it's a little bit tricky because if you're using a third party like Tally or anything else that's on your website, it's really hard for TikTok to comprehend that and I wouldn't recommend actually doing it if you're gonna run TikTok ads because it's very hard to track. But if you're doing e-commerce or you're capturing leads all through your website without a third party, then I really recommend using TikTok and running TikTok ads because it could definitely help, and it's gonna be a lot easier to set up. So it's gonna make us do the view content and enter in a web element. So we're gonna click add web element, and we're gonna click right here on this button. Yes, I want to grow. Yes, and we're not gonna click save. And obviously you can use navigation and element selection to do those things. So now clicking save, or you could even watch this video up in the top right here. Super helpful too. TikTok doesn't really make the best tutorials, but it's good enough for now. So we now have made our actual pixel. If you want to test it and you want to test the events, you would go to test events, enter in your website right here, and generate QR code. Now you would go into the actual TikTok app, which I'll display right here. And inside the actual app, you will just scan the QR code and then start interacting with your website, and test events will pop up right here. We're not gonna do that right now, but we're gonna move on to the next thing. So we're gonna go back to the diagram. So the diagram now says, once we've set up our pixel inside of TikTok and we've set up our pixel inside of Shopify, we're now gonna create an ad account. So the people that are on Shopify and just created their pixel on Shopify, then you're not gonna create an ad account. So we're now gonna go to Business Manager, which is right here, and we're gonna click Advertiser Accounts under Assets. We're gonna click add an advertiser account. We're gonna click create new, next, account name, account time zone, verification, and then you're good. So once you've created that account, you're gonna click right here where it says Ads Manager, and you're gonna open TikTok Ads Manager. That will now bring you over here where we are now, and we're now gonna go to Dashboard under Ads Manager. So now right here, what I say on the diagram is that we start our first campaign, but if you did not sign up with your TikTok account, I really recommend that we now connect our TikTok account. So when we start running ads, we're running ads on our TikTok account, and we're not just running ads on some random account and just spreading awareness and driving traffic to our website. We're actually maybe gaining followers from that too. But we're now gonna go back to Business Center on TikTok, or sometimes I call it Business Manager. You can call it whatever you want, but you're gonna go to your account right here, and you're gonna go to User Settings. Now under User Settings, you're gonna see your username, email address, phone number, and TikTok account. So now you can click right here, link TikTok account, and that will pull up, hey, link your business account to TikTok, and you're gonna click authorize, or you can actually switch the account by clicking switch account right here. But we're not gonna do that right now because I don't want to connect any TikTok accounts that I'm logged into, and we're gonna skip that for now. We're gonna go back to Ads Manager where we can now actually create an ad, and I'm gonna run you through that entire process of how to actually create an ad now. So you can go right here to create an ad, or you can go to campaign and start an actual campaign and create a campaign. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna click create under campaign. So create new, you can either run traffic, community interaction, lead generation, website conversions. Website conversions is where you're gonna optimize for purchases. Lead generations, we're gonna optimize for obviously the lead gen, and then community interactions is we're gonna optimize for follows, profile visits, whatever it is, and then traffic, you're just driving traffic to a website or to a certain place. I'm gonna do website conversions, and hopefully it lets me do website conversions because when you set up website conversions, you actually have to choose. You actually have to choose the conversion that you want. So as you can see right here, select pixel. I'm gonna select this pixel, and then it says select the event you like to track. And all I have is view content. So under website conversion for you, you should have purchase, add a cart, and everything else. I just have view content because I set up my pixel like that. But if I were to do one of my Shopify pixels, which I'll click on right here, as you can see, I have add a cart, complete payment, add payment info. So make sure when you're actually setting up a website that is not Shopify, that you do have all of this in here, because you will need this to actually show, hey, you made a sale. But Shopify, it's super easy, integrates all right in, and you can click add payment info or complete payment. So we're just gonna click complete payment for the event that we would like to track. Now, who should see your ad? I like doing automatic audience. You can do custom audience, but automatic audience is super easy just because I like TikTok doing all the targeting for me, and it's super simple. Now, where do you want to show your ads? This is good because sometimes this might be turned on for you, but we only want to advertise on TikTok itself. We don't want to advertise on Pangle or anything else that TikTok owns. So we're gonna click continue for now once we've done all that. What's your budget? I recommend doing the 70, like what they say. You can do 50, but TikTok does recommend that $70 mark. We're gonna leave it at 50 for now, but I definitely recommend upping the ad spend like the first 4 days, just so it can target. TikTok can push your video to a lot of people and see, who's biting on your ad. But when should the ad run? We're gonna go right here, start now with no end date, or you can even set a date of when it should run and when it should stop. Just so if you have an ad that's around Valentine's Day, Christmas, New Year's Eve, whatever it is, you only run it for a certain amount of time. So when that New Year's Eve ad is past New Year's, it's automatically done and you're not going in there and forgetting to turn it off. So that's pretty useful too. But now we're gonna do what creatives do you want to use. So you can actually use a TikTok post if you connected to your account, or you can add a video. So we're gonna click add video and upload a video. We're gonna name the ad. I like just doing my name as just so you know who it is. So LK, and then we would do the company. So Social Boost Media, and then like the ad number, if the ad had a number, we'll just do it 001. Now for text and link, we're gonna enter in a display name. So that would actually be our name when advertising. Now, if you're already connected to your account, this should actually not be popping up because your display name will be your actual account name. For now, we'll just do Social Boost Media. For that call to action, we're actually gonna do learn more and not shop now, just because I don't really like using shop now. Learn more tends to bring more people in, unless you maybe have a TikTok shop, then I would do shop now. And that would I could actually just bring them directly to the TikTok shop on TikTok. And if you don't already have URL for your landing page, I would enter that in. And if you're adding parameters, you would just add that to the end of your URL. They don't actually have a space to actually add parameters in TikTok, so you would just add that to your end of your URL. And for your profile image, you would just upload a profile image if you have not already connected to your TikTok account. We're gonna click this box right here. By checking this box, you agree to all the ad, everything else, and we would hit submit. Now you can start running your first TikTok ad by doing that. Now we're gonna go to the payment info and how to set up your payment info. So we're gonna go over here to TikTok, back to Business Center, and we're gonna go over to Finance, click on Finance, and we're gonna go to Finance Manager, update access settings. But you would go to Finance and Payment and actually add in your credit card. It's pretty simple from there on out. You can do manual payments or you could do automatic payments. For some reason, Social Boost Media doesn't have a Business Center account. I gotta find out why we don't actually have a Business Center account. Even though we have an advertiser account, it doesn't really make sense to me. But for now, it's pretty simple to set up your finances and your payment. But once you set that up, you can now run a TikTok ad. And if you really wanna get into the nitty-gritty of how to scale your TikTok ads, I will link a different video. But for now, that is it. And that's how to set up your full TikTok account to start running ads. That involves Shopify, Webflow, or any other website. And I really hope this helps. If it did, please subscribe. I'm dropping a lot of videos like this from now on about TikTok, Facebook ads. I'm gonna do Snapchat ads here soon, everything that my company does. And I'm gonna be releasing a lot more content on advertising, just scaling your company in general. But for now, that's it, and I hope this helps.